So I want to actually put it out to everyone out there that we'd love to talk about things that you're interested in the mountain biking community out there.
Well, I
racing.
mean, as long as we're interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be interested in it too.
I mean, you're welcome to tell us whatever you're interested in.
We don't have to do it. I'm just saying.
We may or may not engage.
Do you see that comment button
Yeah.
below your
Yeah.
screen right now?
There's comments below.
Like,
Yeah.
comment,
We need your
subscribe.
comments so we
comments.
know what to talk about next.
Yeah, Paul, we know that you made it this far. I doubt anybody else has. But if you did make it this far, leave a comment and give us something else to talk about the next
Yeah.
episode.
Howdy, folks. We're
Evening.
back, not in the treehouse today,
Hello.
but you can see the treehouse in the background.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
here's Maggie, right? Hello, Maggie. How are you doing? So we're here for another episode of the Ageless Mountain Biker podcast. Hi, Maggie. Do you want to help? Do you want to help host? Okay.
Introduction.
All right, come here. Yeah, so we got Orion here tonight.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Got Zach back. Say hello.
Hi.
And Jeff. Oh,
Evening.
Jeff and Fred is doing a reprise visit tonight,
Howdy ho.
and we're having some beers. We're gonna be talking about bikes,
And this is Maggie. Most of y'all locals know Maggie.
and she's like a horse,
There
basically.
we go.
She's a horse.
She'll get tired in a second and sit down,
Yeah.
like us.
Like us. I kind of wanted to start out just real quick about the whole framing of the context of the podcast is just about as we get older. I think I mentioned last time I'm going to be 60 in April, and I'm still riding pretty hard, and I'm enjoying it as much as I ever have.
Yeah, you
But,
are.
Everybody's getting older, and so a lot of the things that we kind of want to bring up are things that we're, within the context of aging and still riding hard. So we'll throw in some tips. I think a lot of times there's a lot of good little ideas. I think a lot of it comes down to how you think about it and how you talk to yourself. And I think it's mostly mental. Obviously, it is physical as well because it takes longer to recover. You break something, it takes a while. You pull something, it takes longer than it did when you're in your 20s or something. But
Well, I've noticed that.
yeah. So, but the mental thing I think is what I think people kind of lose their take is wrong. You really need to have a mindset that is not just getting older and you're just going to fall apart. So,
Age is not going to stop you.
yeah, age is really just a number. But so that's kind of the idea of the whole. This reason why I even started this was because I wanted to, help my friends and continue to ride hard and enjoy yourself and do all that stuff. So, yeah, just within that frame of that context, I think we're going to try to dive in, talk about some stuff like that. So, I think first we're going to kind of dive in about some gear talk. Got some different takes on some pedals. Actually, no. First is Shimano just came out with the XTR Di2.
We had back-to-back crank and drank
Oh yeah,
vendors
the
set up.
sponsors. Yeah,
That was surprising.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shimano came in pretty big. I wasn't there for SRAM.
they were both
Shram,
great.
Did they have stuff there?
I wasn't there. I missed it.
Yeah, I was there. It was. Yeah.
I remember I
No,
saw a cooler.
they had-
It's so flattering that our local Tuesday night ride has become such an event that vendors are now bringing out
I
new
know.
Major
product.
brand, the biggest brand.
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
how do you reach the market? Oh, you go to Tuesday crank and drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So-
there was plenty of beer and pizza as well.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of pizza.
The kids ate it all, but
They did.
yeah.
Yeah. But actually, what's funny is that I ran Di2 for years, and I was getting to the point where I was starting to have to replace stuff. I was like, well, I don't know when Shimano's going to come out with the new version, but I'm tired of sinking $300 for another derailleur or a shifter or something. So I was like, I'm just going to go back to the mechanical for a while until the new one comes out. And literally like 10 days later, the new Di2 was announced.
Thanks.
I'm
man.
not even kidding.
It was because of you.
It was because of me.
Yeah, you
But now
washed your
it's
car
X.
and then it rained.
I should get a discount on the new stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's XTR.
XTR, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, there's XT and Dior now
XT
too.
yeah.
Oh,
they have
Dior?
Dior and
Yeah.
XT. Oh, nice.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
cable actuated?
Oh no,
No,
all
it's
wireless.
all the same.
All wire. That's
Yeah.
Dior.
Yep.
It's
I got it.
compatible with both the UDH and a regular derailleur too, right?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about
Well,
that.
I would
Yeah.
hope so.
I would assume so, but
Because who's gonna buy a frame now that's not UDH?
yeah.
Right.
And Shimano would be a fool not to make this thing work with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be shocked if that's not the case, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
Full group set. We're talking cassette, chain ring, chain, derailleur, crank arm is $13.99.
XTR.
Yeah, that's
$1,400.
$1,400. That's a
Ouch.
full setup though.
XT
There.
Yeah.
is like $1,100
Probably
or
$300-$400 less.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
That's the one I would be doing anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't. XTR. I actually have an XTR derailleur right now, but I got that out of a weird thing, so I wouldn't do XTR again.
You got it like it fell off a truck or something? What?
It's a long story.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're here for a while.
It's too long for that. It's,
Well, we're here for a while. I can't have you sitting here and not take a jab at you for leaving. We had to get Orion in here quick because he's moving off to Colorado soon.
yeah.
True.
Boston.
Fort Collins. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fort Collins.
How
yeah.
long you got left?
June. It'll be mid-June.
We've been June.
We're not losing a family member. We're gaining a vacation home.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what's great about people who live in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep the fridge stocked.
Yeah.
Come visit.
Learn all the local trails for us too.
Find,
please.
That's the plan.
Find a
man.
place that sells
Yeah.
Love Street up there.
No.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, no.
I will find
cruising.
good beer though, and then
Yeah,
when
no,
you
I-
come, I can recommend.
No unicorn farts though.
No.
So what did y'all test rode the Shimano setup?
I didn't.
Didn't- I
but
did.
I'll tell you what, that Shimano rep, they were dialing that bike in for
Everybody,
single
yeah.
person.
It was
like,
cool.
Yeah, they had a full
how much
setup. It was
PSI do you
cool.
want in the tire? What are
Yeah.
your shocks?
They rolled out the red carpet. They brought like 12 bikes out. They brought all their new stuff. They brought a mechanic. They brought a sales guy.
Yeah, it was all out.
Yeah, it was,
Um,
like I said, it was very flattering.
Very much so, yeah. And the thing about the old Di2 was let me back up. The new one,
Is also DI2?
yeah,
Okay.
it just means electronic. That's their
Okay.
code for that.
DI2 means wireless.
Yeah, no, it wasn't wireless before, but now it's wireless. Had these little cables.
That's not
Yeah.
confusing.
No, I know. I know.
Okay.
The big change from the old to the new is that it's all wireless.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But the shifter feels like a mechanical
Yeah, it
shifter.
clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
The
clicks.
shifter feel was
The old one wasn't
Digital
like that.
Integrated intelligence.
Digital
Yeah,
integrated
exactly,
intelligence, DI2.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will say, running
what is the two?
SRAM, I've never ran
made that
SRAM
up.
well, other than my gravel bike.
Digital
It is a
integrated
button you're pushing.
Two stands for intelligence, I guess.
Yeah, and I
Version
like the
2.
little button. I haven't
do.
ridden the new
I
stuff
don't know,
yet, but
actually.
Have you tried the Shimano? You ever tried the Shimano?
no, I haven't.
No, it
That's
feels
why I'm
like
being quiet for a change.
it feels like you're pressing through to
Yeah.
change the gear.
Like you do when you're
Yeah.
mechanical.
Can you do multi shifts?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you hold
you
it
can
down.
And you
click
can
and hold
program
and-
what it does when you do the multi-shift.
Yeah,
too.
the
Oh,
old
yeah.
was like you
Yeah.
could press and hold it and it'll go all the way through the cassette.
And it's faster.
What I was wondering is, as you guys are describing this long throw, I'm wondering if you can have multi shifts
No,
throughout the throw.
You can, but you
Like
just
a
hold
SRAM
it.
mechanical.
No, it's got 2 clicks.
Yeah,
So
Oh,
like
it does have
like
2
a
clicks.
Shimano shifter. It
Okay.
feels exactly.
it feels like a
Shimano-
mechanical shifter.
Shimano, yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Ah, cool. I love new stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. I think they're gonna do well with it.
When I get it on my new bike, I'll let you ride it.
Great.
Yeah.
I rode the pivot with setup. It was pretty sick. I thought it was great.
What's our next gear talk?
Yeah, where's our bell? We need our.
Oh,
Yeah.
where's the bell? Is it there still?
I'll go get the bell.
Oh, you're
really
Let's
gonna-
keep
okay.
talking. We gotta have the bell. I already thought about it.
Yeah. So, clipless mag pads versus flats.
I rode
Everybody
flats.
knows my take on that. I've flats forever, but I'm running mag pads now. which
I rode flats for a long time.
I think they all have their place.
yeah.
And yeah, what I noticed as a long time flat guy, when I switched to clipless, I went to SPD. But it's like all this extra power. It's great. It's great for all the reasons. It's great if you're going through really really chunky stuff. You're just glued to the bike, and that's cool. But I noticed that my bike skill withdrew quite a bit. Like I wouldn't send it off of those big scary drops anymore because I'm tied to the bike. I wouldn't bunny hop up onto a picnic table anymore because I'm stuck on the bike. So it's kind of a give and take. And now it's been so long, 2 or 3 years.
yeah,
at least,
it's been more than that.
That now I get back on flats and all my muscles that you use to kind of keep yourself stuck to the bike. You're pulling the handlebars against yourself whenever you're airborne and stuff like that. And I've atrophied a little bit. We'll get to it later, but I just put flats on a different bike and I was riding it around, and it's gonna take me a minute to get reaccustomed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to try the mag peds someday.
I've got them on now, but
So-
they use SPDs, so you get a metal plate that goes in where the cleat would. If you can see that, I'm not sure.
We just ordered a pair.
Did you?
Yeah, we ordered a pair for Quentin. He
I
had
like 'em.
trouble with
Alright.
SPDs.
Yeah, I think if it's a perfect kind of solution for me because I've never flipped in at all, but actually I rode the Greenbelt for the first time with him a couple of weeks ago, and I did not like it.
No?
I did not like being like clipped in like this.
Magnetized.
Yeah.
Are you at 200 Newton meters? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I much rather prefer to be on flats out in the Greenbelt. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like what you're saying. Like there's times when I want to be connected, and there's times when I really don't want to be.
Yeah, and I would have, and I did say that same kind of thing the first few months that I switched over. But now, you like climbing really technical stuff. You actually have an advantage once you really dial in that technique.
Yep.
It is better in my opinion. But yeah, it did take me a while to get used to it, and it will take you a while.
Yeah, I'm still not
How
used
long
to
have you
it.
been on them?
When was the social?
October.
When I got 'em.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months.
When you're on the mag pedals and you pull straight up, are you pulling out of that magnet?
It's
or
hard
are you
to pull out.
twisting to get out?
No, you just gotta kind of angle it to one side or the other.
And you just got to kind of pry it off? Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I
rock
know
it.
that even like modest magnets, something around 3/4, they can be like 40 pounds of pressure directly on. You can slide them off or twist them
Yeah.
off, but
Pulling straight up is hard.
It is.
and there's 2 of them on each shoe.
Yeah,
So
you
you
can
could have
easily
you could
lift the
easily yeah, you could easily have 80 pounds of pressure on each foot.
Yeah,
If your technique is good,
Straight
and you
up.
keep your
yeah.
your pull straight.
They're not cheap.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're $200.
200 for the
their
full set
Enduro,
with the
Enduro set.
Enduro 2.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah.
No, I covered half the cost. Quentin covered the other half.
Yeah, that's cool. Good for him. I think he'll like them. I think I've heard them called a compromise, but I don't think it's a compromise. I think that's really the ideal solution, because you don't have to go through some complicated. I called it a NASA abort sequence to get out of your pedals.
If David Wise is willing to sacrifice the extra weight, I'm going to trust that it's worth it.
Yeah, that's true.
Did he
that's
go to
true.
Mag Pedals?
He was the OG.
He's the rep.
OG.
around
Yeah,
here.
he's the first guy.
Yeah.
There is a discount code. I wish I had it. I'd tell you, but
We'll put it in the comment
yeah,
and
put it in
the
the description.
15% off. It was like free shipping practically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50% off.
Let's talk shit about sealant.
Ring the
Oh.
bell. Ring the bell.
I was about to
I
say
couldn't find the bell.
Oh, kidding.
I was about to say don't get me started.
Orion's the bell tonight.
But that's why we're here. Man, I just finished a big tall bottle of muck off sealant, and that was a long 4 months. Just to everybody out there listening to this, within the sound of my voice, do not use muck off tire sealant.
What was the experience you had?
So right away I figured out that I have to use at least twice as much to get an even like somewhat functional result. But even then, it's still absolute garbage. I'm riding with Fred, and his tire's all psst, and he kind of rotates it a little bit, and it goes silent, and then we just keep on riding.
You use orange seal?
No, I use stands.
Stands.
I like stands.
Yep. So I just bought a big old bottle of stands. I'm going back. I went through a big bottle of orange seal last year, and it was great. I got no complaints at all, and I love that it's they're out of Austin. They're
North
local.
Austin.
Dripping, yeah.
So of course I'm gonna favor orange seal,
Yeah.
but just for nostalgia, I went back to stands. But yeah,
What was your
muck
experience
off.
with?
Shame on you guys. You made this stuff. It's like
They have
it's-
good products otherwise, too. It's
yeah,
weird.
they got some good products, but this is ridiculous. It smells really good, and that's cute, and it glows under a UV light. Wow.
You can see it all over yourself after you're done.
Yeah.
Your tire blows out.
Yeah, so when you rip your tire off and throw it against the wall, it leaves a nice glowing stain. It sucks. It's so
So that's what
stupid.
you brought into the bedroom?
Yeah.
You go
That's what
bowling
that
the
was.
next day, the black light comes on, it's all over your pants, and you're
Oh
like,
my
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I mean,
swear.
I've got a tire that's going soft right now from a real modest little nothing hole because that damn muck off just doesn't work. It flat out doesn't work.
Huh. I've only ever used orange seal, so I have no experience with stands at all.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem.
Between the two, in my experience, Stans is a fantastic product,
Yeah.
and I think it might perform better than muck off in my experience. But it's negligible, and then just the fact that did I say
Better
muck
than
off?
Stans,
I meant
or
orange seal.
The orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But orange seal being local, yeah, of course. Like
Yeah.
I'm obligated.
That's kind of what got me.
Well, and it's orange.
and it's orange.
Orange.
Yeah, and it doesn't smell bad either. You know, it's
It
like,
tastes great.
Yeah.
You mix it with a little vodka. It's really
Hey,
good.
no,
oh yeah, drop a Loctite in there.
Yeah, on Orange Seal.
The
Orange
red,
Seal has,
right? Loctite red.
No, the blue.
Blue. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it tastes.
Orange Seal has 2 levels. They have the endurance bottle and then the regular bottle.
Yeah.
I've noticed that you can't run endurance in the summer months. It will dry up and immediately, and then within weeks it dries up within the
I
tire.
thought that was the whole point of the endurance, is that it lasted longer.
I don't know. I feel like it just
Oh.
it
Yeah, I've had
mucked
the
up
orange seal coagulate and just create like a big old, like a
Brick.
rubber
dry
kinda-
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you spin that
Yeah.
tire and it's like a unbalanced washing
I
machine.
have a hunk of dried up
going?
orange seal that's literally like that big,
Yeah.
and I weighed it. It was almost a pound,
Really?
Oh wow.
A big old
Jeez.
ball of it inside.
like a big meteor-looking thing.
That's
Yeah, I've
coming
seen
up
it
close
before.
on how much grease is on your chain.
That's true.
Yeah, don't use muck off sealant.
I like
Yeah, no muck off.
for chain lube. I really like Squirt.
Squirt.
You squirt.
Hey, make a
Yeah.
note. Let's have a chain lube talk next time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
idea.
Yeah, because I got some science on how I deal with my chain. We'll
Me
save
too.
that for the next
Oh,
time.
We'll say it
I'd
next time.
like
All
to
right.
hear that.
I
Chain
like
lube.
that. Yeah, it's good.
Stay tuned.
And it's not chapstick.
Wax? Is it wax at all?
Next
we'll
next
see.
time.
we'll
We
see.
gotta
Okay.
say
All right, cool.
all your viewers are gonna have to tune in.
What? Ding.
Fred, have you bought a new bike in the last few weeks?
Last.
I know someone that has.
Yeah.
And
no new bikes.
No
in the
new
last
bikes.
few
I know
weeks.
there is a new bike that transferred ownership.
Yeah. We did
Jeff?
transfer of financial responsibility.
Yeah, this is a long story. Y'all take a seat.
All right.
Steve-O and I like to text each other new bike links that come out. And a couple years ago, we started getting really excited about this gearbox belt-driven bike that Priority was going to release. Priority's kind of one of the only U.S. bike makers that is using this German pinion gearbox. It's a 12-speed gearbox that goes right there at your bottom bracket area. And it's this fully sealed unit, 12-speed.
Developed by
These two Porsche engineers
Yeah.
started making this gearbox in 2014 or something like that. I could be wrong. About that time, they released this thing. And originally, it was a grip shift because you'd have to pull a cable to shift one direction, and you'd have to actually, pull a cable to shift the other direction. And grip shift sucks, and you couldn't use it on drop bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they figured out how to put an electronic shifting unit on the side of this gearbox, and that's when I started getting really excited about it because it came with some smarts. They've got a crank position sensor, and it can shift when your crank is top dead center. So you're theoretically at the least amount of power. So they call it shifting under load, so you don't really have to compensate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool. And then if you put a wheel sensor on it, it can do fun things like shift itself back into second gear every time you come to a stop or whatever. And that's all.
That's cool.
That's all cool and fun. But what I like is that it's just this maintenance-free. Every 10,000 miles,
Change
you
the
you change the quarter cup of oil that's in there,
Yeah.
and that's literally it. And then they pair it with a Gates belt drive. You could have a regular chain ring and like single speed rear.
chain.
Yeah, you could have a chain on there if you wanted, but it's really common to put the belt drive on it because that's also kind of with that no maintenance, silent operation theme.
You don't have to lubricate a belt.
Yeah, so Steve and I got excited about this thing, and he went and bought one. And I've just kind of been side-eyeing him for the last couple of years, just seeing what he's up, what he thinks of it. And turns out he didn't like the frame all that much that it was in. And I didn't either, which I think is why I didn't buy it. So I've been scheming to build a custom frame for this gearbox belt drive setup. And I'm kind of wanting to do like a big, ugly hardtail. I keep calling it a beer bike. Just big 3-inch tires on a hardtail with like a 130 fork, flat bar. Get Orion to make a big old frame bag for it and run flats. And just throw a leg over that anytime that I need to just run an errand or let anybody else ride it because they're indestructible. You can't shift it wrong. Like we've all seen the meatheads really just working on a derailleur. This thing, you can't hurt it. Doesn't require any maintenance at all. Just kind of just a goofy dream that I've had for a long time. And I was sitting there kind of chewing on Steve's ear one day about how I still want to do this. And I was having trouble finding a gearbox. And he said, well, just buy mine and part it out. And
How are you going to build a frame with a gearbox?
So the instead of putting a traditional bottom bracket in it, you put a specific little cradle in place of the bottom bracket on the frame. Pinion sells this cradle, and you can just weld it into your frame.
Okay.
And so frame makers have this cradle. They have the geometry, and
Adapted to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so like Wes, for example, is doing these titanium frames, and he has access to all of the geometry and the bracket and all that kind of stuff. And so we're just kind of slowly, playfully playing with how high do we want the bottom bracket to be, and what do we want the reach to be, and this, this and that. And we've been talking about it for a couple years, but now, the hardest part of actually getting a hold of one of these transmissions is done. So
Oh, that's awesome.
in the meantime, it's a lot of fun to ride.
What was your and Steve's problem with the actual frame though?
Well, it's this really funky, like rowdy hardtail, and it's just this really long reach, super slack hardtail. It just rides odd. It's not a very useful geometry in any kind of riding that we do.
It's
And
quite heavy too, I know.
yeah, when you ride it though,
Does it feel heavy?
it doesn't really feel heavy. It rides nice. My problem is I'm a foot taller than Steve, and so obviously it doesn't fit me.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I love your idea of putting 3.0 tires on there, and that's my Surly Krampus. I call it my desert rat bike.
Yep.
It goes anywhere you send it to go. It's heavy, it's big.
And I've chased you all over a lot of terrain, and I've been watching those 3-inch tires roll over a lot of stuff. And I
Yeah.
thought, that's because we go out on the town some nights, and it gets late, and you start running over stuff by accident. I'm thinking, a good titanium bike with no paint on it, no
Yeah.
derailleur hanging down, I can go and bounce off of some park benches, and,
Bulldoze everything.
fall down in the intersection over there on Lamar, and
Loop out and break your tailbone.
yeah, it happens. And so I thought that'd be a pretty fun city bike.
Timing. It's timing. Timing.
All right, we're back live.
We are live.
Yeah, we took a break.
We took a break.
So yeah, new fun bike. Long story, but cool project.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool.
Does this dog sit in your lap ever?
Nah,
No?
she
She
used to
seems like she
try,
would
but
try.
it didn't never really work, so she kind of gave up.
She's so cuddly, so big.
He's looking for that peanut butter.
Yeah. All right, Maggie, sit.
All right. I think this is topic. I think we're pretty good about it, just in general, especially in the satin riders, South Austin people, is etiquette and
Trail etiquette.
Trail etiquette on when you're encountering other trail users like hikers, dog walkers, other riders, things like that. I think over the years we've done a pretty good job of like.
Yes, but also it's confusing because we're supposed to yield to hikers, but hikers always get out of our way.
Yeah. No, I think that's an antiquated rule.
I slam on the brake for horses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know, I'll stop for horses.
I spooked a horse once on a dirt bike, and I still feel bad about it.
No, that's terrible. Yeah, I saw the horse lady on the satin a couple of months ago. For the first time in years.
Where?
Wow,
What trail?
She was over by Dixie.
Interesting.
We have a
Yeah.
horse lady?
Dixie.
Even horse lady.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think
Tough is the horse.
the trail etiquette topic is important.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
We like having all these pirate trails. We're riding around on a lot of private property, I guess technically, and
Unauthorized trails.
yeah, and we're riding through communities and stuff, and everybody just knows that it's a cool thing. It's
Part of it.
people who live in the community enjoying the green spaces, and there's a lot of really great things about it. Like, we don't get vagrants settling into these spaces because we have so much activity on the trails.
Yeah.
And when you're buying a house, it's really nice to have all those green spaces accessible. And
when people are buying a house, they're seeing people be active out in the community.
Yeah.
That's another plus for property values.
and yeah, we have the utmost respect for this resource that we've got, especially here in South Austin. It's such a special trail network.
Yeah.
And everybody just leads by example, and we just try to respect every single person who's out using this space. We don't want to cause any problems, and even start a conversation about those damn bikers shouldn't be out there.
Yeah.
And so there's a really good vibe that everybody kind of just agrees on. We've never had any confusion about why it's important. And it's a lot of fun training the kids that way too, because we train. We use this trail system for practice for the school kids, and we tell them, if you're in the middle of some hot lap, pull over
Slow
and
down.
slow down, make eye contact, greet every single person that you see, and just
And call out how many are behind.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, if you're in a group,
we're
for sure.
supposed to yield to them, but it never works
It never
out that way.
does. No,
It's always the hiker or runner jumps off the trail.
which is great.
Bikers come through.
It's an impractical rule. I don't think it really ever made sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just logical. If we're going 18 miles an hour,
Or if you're just alone, if you're just by yourself,
yeah,
they're gonna get out of the way unless they've got a death wish or something.
when I'm walking on the trail, I'm aware of the bike long before the bike is aware of me, and all I have to do is just step to the side. Whereas a biker has to kind of plow through. Maybe there's a log in the grass that you don't see, or a cactus or whatever.
It's just more difficult.
It's just common sense,
Yeah.
and that's why everybody kind of tends to agree. But if there's ever some Karen out there, we all know to just treat them delicately. And
It's the beginner hikers and runners that are unaware how fast we can stop and slow down.
Yeah, that's also
And
true.
we
yeah.
shift over, you shift over, and we'll go by just fine. It's also the beginner runners that don't know to stay on the right or
Yeah.
stay on the left, and they.
Right.
I will say one thing; it's really important. If you see young kids in that group coming up on you, you've got to slow down because they're erratic.
yeah.
The one
They
time
don't-
where I've almost hit something or someone, it's a little kid jumps across. Or
Yeah, and and the parent is going to be on high alert too because they're super concerned about the safety of the
Yeah.
kid, and so I'm always really respectful. It's just, you just take every one of those interactions for what it is, and
At a minimum, the encounter should be neutral,
right,
Yeah.
if not positive. So what I say, especially if there's a dog, I'll ask. They'll see me or they'll hear me coming from behind, and then they're getting the dog off the trail, and then I'll slow down. Sometimes I'll even stop, just to make sure the dog is okay,
yep.
and say, "Is
The
your
dog's
dog
not
okay?"
going to erratically jump
Because
out.
some dogs hate bikes.
We've scared dogs before, and they'll take off,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
and run with you.
Yeah, you just feel bad for the owner because we really just upset their flow. 99% of the time, it's all good.
Yeah.
But then there's the one old guy
Yeah.
that won't get off the trail, and he's got his knuckles lined up, and he's ready to engage, and that's when we all just do what we know we need to do, and we just ride around him, and we don't kick the ant mound.
Yep.
As much as I'd love to kick his ant mound.
Did you mean to say that out loud?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
That guy. We all know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
he's in the Valero
I know.
loop.
Yeah, there's a
President.
guy that lives out there, and he's just looking for trouble.
Yeah.
And
Snow white hair. I've come
that's where our community takes the
Like
high
Carl?
ground.
across
Yeah.
Talking about Carl?
him. No.
Interesting. Last night I did a scramble ride with the scramble guys. It was the 96th ride. Pretty good ride, but where we all meet up in the beginning is over by the city hall.
Yes.
Spring Valley.
Sunset.
Valley.
Yeah, there's probably 15 of us there at the time, and some older man came up to the crowd
With the mask.
approached us with a mask,
Oh,
and
I've heard of this guy.
Really?
yeah, he asked us where we're riding and making sure that we're not riding where we weren't supposed to be, I guess some forbidden area, and even threatened
Arrest.
handcuffs
Really?
on us. Yeah.
Wow.
Was he a police officer?
No, he was like 90 years old, so
Wow.
Did he identify the forbidden trails you're not supposed to be on?
He's talking about that stuff in Sunset Valley that's
Yeah.
like hiker only.
Yeah.
They have
Oh.
those little bike gates.
Those,
that just
those
do
dead
that.
end streets there at the bottom.
Oh,
of the-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to see you guys in handcuffs, is what he said.
I bet he does want to see you in handcuffs.
I bet he does too.
just
I hope you're listening right now.
a concerned
weirdo.
citizen.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the 1%, and it does happen, and that's why we try to stay on our best behaviors because you want to have the least amount of those interactions as possible.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
a fun ride not fun. You're thinking about the rest of the ride, and you
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
upset over
I
it.
had
Not
a-
worth it.
So it was Travis and I were over in Canterbury a few weeks ago, and we doing some stuff in there, and then we were leaving, and we ran into another person that's in the neighborhood, and the dog would flip out
Uh,
anytime I moved my pedals.
Yeah.
It's the sprocket in the back.
I don't know what it was, but she said the dog he got hit in the head by a pedal,
Oh.
and now he goes into shock every time he sees a bike.
Huh.
Poor guy, he was just shaking. It was like
Aw.
it was terrible. So you don't really know. So when dogs, they're never really gonna recover from that, and so that's why I always make sure that hey, is your dog cool? I know because I'll say people, a lot of times dogs don't like people on bikes.
Is that since you did a flip over that off-leash dog in the greenbelt?
Yeah, that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever seen you that mad.
I was so pissed. And I set a PR on that on
Yeah,
the way
you
out
did.
of the greenbelt on
Dude,
360.
you ghosted the whole group after that. Well, you were gone.
I got one, and it's an encounter today, actually. And this is trail etiquette, maybe. What do you do when you find a pair of keys on the trail?
Oh, I saw your.
Man, that's a great
Oh,
question.
yeah.
What do you do? Because I came
Do you
across
leave-
a pair of
do
Nissan
you leave
keys.
them
today.
there?
I've seen where people like
Take 'em to the
left them
parking
there,
lot.
but marked with rocks and stuff.
yeah.
Like a circle.
That's
identified.
I
I've
thought
seen
about that.
That's clever.
I found a Ford key hanging on a branch one
Did
day
you?
in plain sight. All I can do is email our local group with the picture and
Right.
text our local text groups and just hope that maybe somehow.
Yeah, it gets back to him.
I
How
returned.
did you figure out who it was?
I returned them to the proper owner. So
Yeah.
what happened is I found them in Bowerly, and they're right in the middle of the trail. So I went off the trail. And I found a big rock, and I put a big rock right in the middle of the trail, and I put them on top of it. And then I rode around, and oddly enough, I stopped. I found a really cool chairs up on that trail we talked about, the new one.
Yeah.
And I
Oh, yeah, I
sat
know
there,
exactly the
and
ones,
I
yeah.
was feeling really kind of low energy today. So I sat there for maybe 20 minutes, took a couple work phone calls, and then I got back on my bike and rode out, and then I was on Surf's Up. And I had asked 2 people along the way, hey, did you lose keys? Do you drive a Nissan? No. And then I came across a man and his what looked like his mother. And from like 20 feet away, he's like, hey, did you find keys? They yelled at me, right?
Ah.
And I said, as a matter of fact, I did. And they're way back there. It's like 2 miles back. And he said, well, where? Like this way or that way? And
Hiking? You're
they're hiking, they're
Yeah.
walking. And I said, well, you got to go back that way to the big tree and then about a mile up trail. And they asked me a couple of questions. I could tell he didn't know what I was talking
yeah.
about. So I said, I'll tell you what, you meet me at the big tree. I'll go get your keys and I'll bring them back to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And sure enough, it did.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah, so
Felt good. I've watched stuff before on the trail and
Yeah.
to be able to get it back. They
Turn-
obviously could not drive away.
Yeah.
They were stuck in
Oh,
Bowerly.
my
so
God,
yeah.
Bowerly's a tricky one because, like, without like a single trailhead, like, because I was thinking you would take the keys to the trailhead and just drop it off
And leave
there,
them
maybe.
somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah. I thought about
But
that.
Bowerly, there's like a million entrances. So
Yeah.
where do you go?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the whole trail etiquette thing. I never get mad about trail traffic, even if it's some old lady with a dog on a leash and she's got it stretched right across the trail, right next to your favorite jump.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm stoked that people are just
Somebody's out there.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never get upset about folks being out on the trail, even if they don't know what they're doing or whatever. You get the family that, they got the kid on the little bike and they're way in over their head, in some horrible chunk area, and they got a little kid on a scooter. At least they're outside.
Yeah.
So it's always so cool
I
to see
can't
just
get mad.
Outside people.
That's
just-
not your trail. It is everyone's trail.
our neighbors are outside enjoying our
Off-leash
community.
dogs, though.
Eh,
I don't care. I think most
you
of the
hit
time
that one.
that was a one-off though. I mean,
you're in the woods, dogs in the woods. It's a great place to let your dog run.
yeah, actually it was
They're
in the
well
green
behaved,
belt.
Like,
and
I mean,
that-
that's some shitty dogs.
That dog was not supposed to be off leash where it was though.
Mm.
Yeah.
If your dog's not smart enough to be off leash, don't let it off leash.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a responsible dog.
Be a responsible
Yeah.
dog.
I get more upset about seeing the poop bags displayed
Oh,
on the trail.
They're gonna pick it up on the way out.
Right.
How many of those are people tied it onto something and ran off and it fell off?
Zero.
Oh, there's
Zero.
one of
You think
those.
people are really
Yeah,
dumb enough to throw dog shit on the side of the road in a plastic bag?
Yes.
I think they really do intend to maybe pick it up and they
Maybe they
forgot or they go a different way.
Think
Different
so?
way. Yeah, that's
You're-
what, I mean,
You're
that's
so much
possible.
more forgiving than I am.
Yeah.
I think that they're
But I mean, why did they bring
Why
a
would they bother
bag?
bagging it?
Yeah.
You
Why
just
would they bother
kick your
bagging
dog
it?
poop off the side of the trail at that point.
Because there's
Don't bag
somebody
it.
around.
Next to
when
the
they
coyotes.
see
Yeah,
it,
that's
no.
just a good point.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take it next to the coyote.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
it's a signal. It's a virtue signal of look, I'm doing the thing, but I don't want to actually do it.
Do
This
the
is
thing.
a half-ass commitment.
Really makes it
Yeah.
I don't want to carry a bag of poop out of here because I'm an asshole.
And
Why'd
I don't
you put it
blame
in a
you for
plastic
not wanting to
bag?
carry a bag of poop. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to do that
Dude,
either.
don't
Warm
carry a bag.
bag.
But
Fling
you-
that poop into the woods.
Yes, kick it off the side of
Just
the trail.
fling that poop into the woods. Don't bag it. Don't trash it.
I
Whatever.
know. Then you've compounded the problem by putting it in a bag and
Throw the
leaving it
poop
out
in the
there.
woods.
I'm sorry, it's in a plastic bag. Tie it on your leash and carry it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding.
So,
Ding.
Ding, one last
Thank
thing.
you.
Oh.
Every encounter you have with a pedestrian, hiker, walker, dog person, just make it neutral or positive.
Do you
Yeah.
guys know my game?
Your game?
With the walkers.
Tell
Mm.
us.
When I say have a nice walk or have a nice hike, and they say you
You
too,
Oh yeah,
that's 1 point.
yeah.
That's one point.
If they go back and they correct themselves, if they
Oh,
say
shit.
you too, and then they go,
Wait.
oh, I mean, have a nice ride, that's 2 points.
All
That's 2
right.
points. Did they correct
Yeah.
themselves?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've finished rides with like 7 points.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I bet I've had a lot of points.
Is that
there,
like
too.
a highlight day? Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
love when you say, walker up, and they're like, no, I'm a runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that all the time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah, everybody respect each
Just
other.
be nice.
Yeah, love each other.
I don't know if there's anything else more about like encounters with other riders
No, I
and
think
right
we
of way
beat
issues.
that one to
and
death.
You beat
yeah,
it.
we're
Yeah,
good.
let's go.
Double ding.
Race pace, we're good there.
Oh,
Let's not. Woo. Okay.
Okay,
You
wait.
can go there.
okay. I'm gonna offer my opinion. I have a great deal of respect and love for our local race pacers.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was capable of that pace, I would probably be out shredding at that pace. It's just unfortunate that we're on shared trails. It's like, you know, when I raced motorcycles, we would take it to a closed course, we would take it to a track, and that's where it was okay. Certainly not going to go do that in traffic.
Yeah.
And I think that running a race pace on these local trails is a little bit risky.
But what if you're doing it in a respectful manner?
Yeah, if you're willing to throw your race pace down the toilet and pull off the side of the trail for some old lady and her dog, then great, whatever. But you know, you might come around a corner at Mach speed. And
Yeah,
so,
and that's where I really feel like the leader of a race pace should have a
a bell.
timber bell on their
Mm.
bike.
Yeah. So like I'm never surprised when this comes up where we find out that somebody's upset because race pace came through
Yeah.
at race pace.
Yeah.
But I don't think that race pace should stop doing it.
No, I think they
Because
should,
at the end of the day, they're on a effing bicycle.
yeah.
We got bigger problems. Surons.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Having been in that group many times, they're slowing down. They're stopping. Are they? Is there a level of risk there where they might not be able to stop in time? Yes. Around a blind corner? Yes.
I've never had the opportunity to be in that group because I'm old and fat, but I will say we come up on people all the time and they're already pissed off by the time we get there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because we're the third group or because they got like brushed a little too close.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
yeah,
we'll like
you
full
know,
pull over. and
I
they're
have
still
noticed
mad.
that. I have noticed that enough times now to have built like a very consistent sort of hypothesis on this. Is yes,
Yeah.
race pace really does agitate
I
other
can't,
trail
I can't be
users.
there, but I know what the
Is it race pace or is it these three groups just came through? I'm
Right.
head on to
Right.
them?
No, because I'm usually
it
in
really
group
this-
one,
Yeah.
which is
Right
right behind
behind them.
race pace,
And there's
and we
three
show
more
up
groups
and you can
coming.
see the
What is
whites
it?
of their
Is
eyes.
it because of the speed, or is it because they're
The
just a big
intensity-
group of riders?
You know, if you're out on a trail after work with your dog
Yeah,
or your
yeah.
kids or
That's
whatever,
true.
and
Trying
those
to
guys come
chill.
through,
I
it
got
is
it,
a
yeah.
very intense moment
Yeah.
because they're hauling legit ass.
Yeah.
You know what we should take a day off and just sit there and watch them go by. I've never seen it.
It's awesome.
You make it sound so cool. I want to see it.
Well,
now.
not only are these people
Yeah.
just extremely fit,
Mhm.
they can handle a bike like nobody's business because they're
Yeah.
going through the.
I like that story of you had an e-bike to try to keep up with him, and even with like all the power in the world, you're like, I still like am struggling.
No, I got
Stay-
dropped.
Yeah,
I got legitimately dropped multiple
Well, I didn't want to
times.
say
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Every time that the trail would open up just enough for them to exceed the speed limit of the e-bike that I was on,
Yeah.
they were just gone. And so that was
You know, race pace has gotten faster over the years. Too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Every
oh, yeah,
group's
'cause
got
it's
that.
Every
drawing
group is
in-
gone.
Yeah,
Every
it's-
drawing in
they've,
more
they've become
folks.
quicker and quicker, and
We're like at least 2 miles an hour faster. Than we
Yeah,
it used to be
definitely,
like 12, 13 was fast.
we get
right? Now they're doing
older-
14,
as we get
14
older.
and a half.
I really
the
like what
stoke.
they're doing. They organize well, and
I think there needs to be a bell on the leader
They're
there.
very. I would tend to agree with that. I don't have that near
What
that
about-
pace.
What if it's all like an air horn or like a train horn?
Just a little, even a little like jingle bells. I have a timber bell on my high tower, and I will come across people going as fast as I can, and they're off the trail, out of the way, thanking me
yes.
for
Yeah.
for having a bell.
Yeah.
I just run an i9 hub.
Yeah,
That's
you
one
can't
reason
really
why I
count
have
on that
that.
Oh
though.
my gosh, it
Yeah.
sounds like a
The
swarm of
timber
bees.
bell is freaking annoying though. You gotta have headphones in if you're just
Yeah.
keeping it on. And,
I had to take mine off. I couldn't do it.
So yeah, that's where I
Oh.
stand on the race pace thing. I very much support what they're doing. and it is hard on the locals.
Yeah.
It-
It's a great topic to debate about, though, and talk about.
Yeah, the Great Northeast Passage what we did last
Northeast?
week or 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. My group, which I've led Group 2 for forever, was 11 and a half. Do you know what race pace was?
Well, I'm going to
Ruthless
guess
was?
14
It was
and a
like
half.
14.
14 and a half.
14 and a half, yeah.
And that's a fast loop,
that's an average speed.
average
Yeah.
speed.
It's
That's
hard
nuts.
to just go 14 and a half miles an hour on a mountain bike.
On a road bike, people, I mean, that's hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They're so skilled. They're great riders. They're fit. Everything's great.
yeah.
But I agree. I think overall it's mostly okay. The encounters I think are not that frequent, but I can definitely see how it would cause some stress in the community.
Yeah.
Because of the overall.
Also, sometimes the white you see in their eyes is they realized, oh, crap, this is that group that comes through on Tuesdays.
and there's four more groups coming.
And
now.
I know I've come across them before, and here I am.
That's the same look that the bartender had yesterday before the Thursday group rolled
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
Ding. All right.
Dang.
All right. Little shift in gears here. Something
Pun
I'm
intended.
not a big fan of this, but camping tips, tricks, van stuff.
You love camping.
I don't.
I've never seen anybody more excited than the first time you shit in the woods.
Oh,
You were so proud of
oh
yourself.
my
You've
God.
pooped in the woods?
I had to.
He got a
Where?
Iron
merit badge.
Mountain in Arkansas.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave him a merit badge for it.
It
It's
was-
the most
I had
natural
no
position.
choice.
It's the most natural position.
And no.
Have you
camping-
done it
Body
since
potties now, you
Arkansas?
can,
Have you
know,
done it
Yeah.
mimic
since?
that
No.
position.
No,
Yeah. Well, Greg's
We're
not
going
big
to
on
change
camping.
that tonight.
no, we're not.
Go
No.
over there. Maggie will show you what to
Camera's
do.
rolling. Camera's rolling. Go do it. So yeah, we camp a lot.
We do camp. We camp a
You
lot.
camp a
You
lot.
camp a lot.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like
Greg
camping.
and I
I
are
don't
in
really
the, like
camping.
it's almost a spectrum here. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, there's
So-
camping and there's
Hey,
glamping. I glamp.
sucks.
You guys
I do
camp.
both.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to argue.
I feel like I'm glamping.
The little bidet thing, like when we went to Arkansas.
What?
It's a little bottle, like a portable bidet. You don't. Need
I have
toilet
one. It was
paper.
a gift from a friend. It
and you
fits
use
in
it
a
for the
s-
tour divide.
It fits in a standard.
Shitty gift.
It's called a Kulo cleanse.
Kulo cleanse. Mine's
Kulo
not that.
cleanse. It's a little rubber gasket that
screw
fits
it
down
onto
in
the
a
bottle.
It actually just shoves down in there.
Oh.
I'm sure I'm not the only one
Wait,
feeling
how
shove
do
it
you
down
use it?
where?
You
I'm
shove it
feeling
down
very
what?
uncomfortable.
Where are you shoving it?
You put it in a water bottle and you can spray. I actually clean.
I'm not.
I've
my,
never
not my
used
good
it as
water
a.
bottle.
I've never used it as a bidet. I used it to wash my bike one time.
Oh.
Oddly
What?
enough. Yeah.
So you use like on the tour divide. You,
It's on my tour divide videos. I got super muddy all over. And I
right,
used
but
that
you didn't
little
use.
bidet
You use toilet paper when you're out.
thing. I use wet wipes.
Oh.
I'll tell you, one of my greatest,
Wet wipes are the way to go.
most prized camping possessions is going to be used for just after crank and drink rides. It's the portable shower.
Portable
Yeah.
shower.
Yeah.
Summer rides.
Yeah.
Hot, sweaty,
Crank-
dusty summer rides.
Rinse off and
I couldn't tell what you were doing.
put
Yeah.
on some clean clothes and then drink some beer.
Yeah. So let's talk about recommended gear. For our bike trips, I think that the road shower is just awesome. That's a game changer. I never get back in the truck covered in dirt.
One of his Swifties.
Yeah, the road shower is really cool.
Nope.
Road shower. What's your other must-have?
An awning.
Awning.
Yeah, because man, every time that we get to the end of the trail and we're sitting there cracking our trail sodas, busting out the awning and sitting in the shade is
Yeah.
just worth the price of admission, man.
The
It's-
For
awning
me, the
is
next
the
one would
only
be the
thing I would.
refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Oh,
And then the
okay.
bed. You got to say the
Yeah,
bed. The
right.
bed's up there.
For using, I'd say day-to-day use in the summer that's interchangeable between camping and biking. It's the shower, the awning, and the fridge.
In the fridge. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can go out there. I got cold beer and water, and it's always cold.
Oh,
My
yeah.
my
Gatorade,
order is
No
fridge, awning, shower. That's in my order.
The only thing that I would think about putting on the top of my car to ruin the gas mileage is the awning.
Is awning.
Yeah. I could probably live without the shower or do one of those pump showers you gotta step on.
They
or
make
something.
nice little like 5-gallon ones you put in the trunk too.
Yeah,
battery
and just
powered,
keep
and-
it on the inside. But like for the putting crap on top of the car, I think I would do an awning.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
very impressed with the range of our bulldogs that made your campsite their living room during this last weekend race. Because it was my first Bulldog race, my first Nike race to ever go to. But I looked over there and like we were all hanging out there watching MotoGP. And then the next day I looked over and there were all the middle schoolers were there. And then hours later, all the high schoolers were there. They kind of just gravitate towards your...
That's why I say the awning is so important.
Yeah.
I've got a really big awning, one of the ones that opens up in both directions,
Oh,
so
wow.
it stretches forward and it stretches all the way around the back of the truck.
Like 270.
Yeah, and that gets used more than anything because you're trying to keep the kids cool and sun's hard, the shade's hard to find sometimes, and that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Any other camping tips or tricks that you like?
Well,
I'm fixing to drill a hole in the top of the van.
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Putting the bar light that I've had up there for years was never plugged in, and I'm gonna finally pull down the roof liner a little bit, ceiling liner, drill a hole in there and wire it into the battery.
Wait, what? A bar light, like
It's
a
a
Miller
bar
Lite
light.
sign?
It's
Or...
just gonna make it
20,000.
Like what I have on
lumens?
my mountain bike?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's 20,000 lumens.
Oh, wow.
So it's a high-powered one.
Oh, like for going
So-
down a trail, like it.
Yeah, it's
You
a
wouldn't
whole
leave-
big floodlight for the.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use it around town.
No, but I'd love to put it on my brights.
So
Yeah,
that's
right,
going to be fun for obvious reasons. As far as lighting goes in my camp setup,
Your awning lights up though.
yeah, my awning has lights
yeah.
built into the bottom of it, and that's really cool. But I wanted to put some permanent lights all around my truck, but I ended up just getting magnetic battery-powered
Oh,
lights.
really?
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, Costco got a 3-pack. They're USB-C rechargeable, and they just magnetize to the side of the truck, and I can do 1, 2, or 3,
Yeah.
and it
As bright as this light?
nearly.
Nearly?
Yeah, I never hurt for light.
Oh, that's a great idea because I was gonna buy another second light to wire in, to have like a little patio light over the door. But that makes more sense.
You just can't beat it. They're so versatile. They hold a charge forever, and you can even charge your cell phone off of it when it's not being used. But
Oh, wow.
it's magnetic. It's got a hook. You can put it anywhere.
Oh, I'm glad we
and-
talked about this. I'm gonna
And,
do
and
that.
yeah, I've never wanted for any permanent lighting installed because those work so
And you can
well.
move it around. Oh, I want it in the garage. I
Yeah.
want it in the.
And once every couple months, I'll pull them all out of the truck and charge them and stick them back in there, and they're always ready to go. They're really
Eric's
cool.
tried like a bunch of different light setups, and he likes that new one that he got. He had it at Big Ben.
Yeah, those lights that go on a tripod.
Yeah.
You stand up right in the middle of camp.
He had
Yeah.
the new one. He has like red too, so it won't ruin your.
That one was
navigation.
awesome. That was an Instagram purchase.
Yep. We've used Fred's a bunch in campsites, and that's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, once you get your lighting worked out, you never have a dark campsite. That and a good headlamp,
Yeah.
a good USB-C rechargeable headlamp. That really changes the ability to kind of like navigate and be comfortable in camp.
This is
you
a very important topic because it's springtime. Now's the time of the year to go camping.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We got Flat Rock coming up in
May.
2 months.
May 1st.
Less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got spring break coming up.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing some camping on that trip.
What
Hey.
about like sleep and nutrition and stuff while you're camping?
Sleeping. Sleeping's priority.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna
For
say.
me, for camping.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, good sleep is so important. I
But
put a
it's
lot
also
of energy.
very hard to sleep good camping. Night one, especially.
Yeah. When you and I camped in Arkansas, I tried to sleep in a tent, but
You know what the key
I
to
couldn't
tent
do it.
camping
that
is?
was several years ago, and that experience goes on the pile with a few other experiences, which is why I now make such a priority out of good.
yeah.
Making sure I've got a full-size pillow, making sure I've got the
Mhm.
right mattress for
Right.
the season. You
Mhm.
cannot stay warm on an air mattress no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Cold.
Pillows,
It was
yeah.
everything was drenched in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. So
I slept in the car. I slept in the front seat.
Did you?
Yeah.
so
Oh,
now I've got a
yeah,
roof
that's rough.
tent with a
Yeah.
with a
It was
good.
better than outside.
I've got a rooftop tent with a good mattress. I've got my good sheets. I've got my good blanket. I've got my full-size pillow. I've got a nice battery fan in there. I've got a diesel heater for when it's really cold, even though it never got cold this year.
The fan. For
what
when you go
about-
camping July 1st or June 1st, whatever it was when we went out.
Oh
That
my gosh,
overland
yeah,
trip.
that was a hot
It
one.
was like a billion degrees.
Yeah. So
What about
I put-
condensation on the inside of those tents? Do you have issues with it?
I do sometimes. I've found that I've got to have windows open even if it's cold.
Yeah.
Because the condensation in the morning makes it impossible to close your tent down and.
Oh, Scotty's texting me right now about tents and things.
Yeah.
His ears are burning.
Hey, he's mentioned to me a couple months ago he wants to overland the back of his truck a little
Oh,
bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
That'd be
there.
Cool.
Yeah. Where were we just at? We just did a trip. Oh, Big Bend.
Yeah.
Bend.
Yeah.
Do we have that on there? Can we talk about Big
yeah,
Bend?
we're
'Cause-
going next.
Ding.
I like it.
You
I
just-
like it. I can
what
do
you call
that.
it, Transform.
Yeah.
Transformer.
Transform and roll out.
Did you stop?
It's back on.
It's back on.
baby girl.
We're back on.
All right. We're
Yeah,
back.
just over
Wait.
2.
Wait.
Yeah, that's my audio cue. Yep. All right, and just like that, Fred's gone.
See you guys. Adios. It's been fun.
Wait,
Thank
just
you.
like that.
It'll come.
All right.
All right, let's talk about Big
Yeah,
Ben.
Big Ben, epic route preparation,
Oh, inhaled beer.
Yeah,
execution,
so,
satisfaction.
Last time, in the last episode, we were getting excited about Big Bend, and we went, and it
did?
was awesome.
It was a phenomenal trip.
Yeah,
One of my favorites
It
so
was-
far.
everything about the trip went exactly
camping.
as we hoped.
I stayed in.
But we did expect to have a little bit more reliable
Just what I
plumbing.
consider
Yeah, we had some definite issues with plumbing at the Los Gringos.
Yeah, in typical Terlingua fashion, we rented
Maggie,
some.
move your big dumb head.
We rented some campsite, and it was just some crazy guy had
Part
had-
part junkyard.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
had
an auto shop / RV park.
an auto shop is stretching it. That
Well,
that
it
would
was like-
that would imply that they repair things. These
Yeah.
guys just collect junk.
It
Yeah.
was mostly 12-year-olds running the place.
Yeah. So we stayed in a junkyard, but it was cool. That's Terlingua. That's the charm of the desert.
Looking
Until
back
the-
on it, I'm pretty sure he knew that the side. There was a reason nobody camped on that side that you set up on, that Carl set up on.
Because
'Cause
the
it-
plumbing.
Plumbing backs up over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Yep. So
That was the best morning. We're like sitting there eating like breakfast tacos at Fred's trailer,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the sewage coming out of the ground.
Out of Carl's.
At Carl's trailer, like 10 feet away.
and the dog licking it up.
and we were like, we should probably just move. And we was like, yeah, but this is where the tacos are.
Yeah, it made it really hard to digest breakfast that morning.
Oh my god.
Nah, it's fine.
But
But
man,
talk to us about the Epic, because that was your first time doing the Epic.
Oh
yeah, okay. So we got out there Wednesday night.
Uh-huh.
We did a little warm up ride. We went out and rode 14 or 15 miles on
good one.
just the out and back nearby trail. It was great. And then the next morning we woke up early. I think the alarm went off at 5 a.m. and we all kind of quietly just crammed the biggest breakfasts that we possibly could at 5 a.m. and hit the trail.
About 6 a.m., 6:15 around the trail.
Started pedaling sometime between 6:15 and 6:30,
Mhm.
and started heading out into the desert. And then the sunrise came about 7:30, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
The horizon just lit on fire.
Mhm.
So we stopped and took a break and just checked out the most awesome sunrise that you can ever imagine. And then we continued on. Weather was perfect. It was a little bit chilly in the morning, which is great. Sun came out, no wind, no weather, no problems at all. We stayed on route, didn't take any wrong turns. No problems with bikes, no problems with cramps.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, actually went really well in terms of nutrition and.
Yeah, and we had a group. There was 7 of us, and we're all very experienced, like kind of long distance adventure rider types. And we were reminding each other to drink water and eat food, and we were pacing really intelligently. We were shooting for this 6 mile an hour average, but we ended up around 8 just because conditions were good.
Yeah.
And I think it was about 2 p.m. the first time I even became aware of the temperature, where it was like, oh, it's warm.
Yeah.
We need to be careful. Everybody had all of their skin covered except for Megan. Poor Megan got sunburned a little bit.
Yeah.
But from about 2 to 4, it was warm. I think we finished around 5 o'clock. That
Yeah.
last hour was just wonderful. We were all feeling really spunky. It's kind of that we finished that route. It was 60 miles.
We took a really good break at the mine though,
Yeah.
because we waited for Megan there, and we all just sat there and ate all the rest of our food and drank all over. That was a good break, because then it's all downhill.
Yeah, and then it's all downhill for the last 7 or 8 miles, maybe 10 miles.
Wow.
And
Phenomenal single track coming back
Yeah,
out of it. Yeah.
really great trail. We any extra energy that we had, we went ahead and spent it there just for fun, pedaling back home.
Yeah.
And got back to camp, and everybody was feeling good. They all had a great day, and that epic went as well as you
I could imagine. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. And
The-
that's one where things could very easily go very wrong.
What's the name of the actual trail?
The
It's-
Epic Trail.
The
It's-
Epic Trail.
it's the
Is it actually named the Epic?
No,
Yeah.
it's called Fresno Saucedo Epic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fresno's the canyon, Saucedo's the ranger station.
Oh, that's the only other epic in Texas is Georgetown and that one, right?
Correct.
No,
Can we have a whole
yeah.
topic about why Georgetown is even a thing?
We
Dude,
should.
Georgetown compared to Big Bend, that's night and day. Big
Yeah.
Bend's 60
Why
miles.
is Georgetown
remote.
an epic?
I think
that's another topic.
Like, who
And-
got bribed in that situation? Like, what-
It's pretty good though, and it used to be remote.
yeah,
Now
it
it's
used
not
to be
so
a lot more remote than it is. I
We
mean,
should-
the neighborhoods have been encroached on it.
Let's
so.
do that one on the next episode too, because it's worth it.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
talked about the Dragon Slayer and all that too, but I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
We'll make
Yeah.
a note.
But as far as this epic goes, it's
But wait, let me make confirming that you're saying that this is an IMBA. That's the IMBA epic.
those are the two. In
Those are the two
Texas,
IMBA
yeah.
epics in Texas.
And you're saying it says something Fresno.
Fresno, Sauceda.
So say that.
Sauceda's a ranger station.
yeah,
Okay. Got it.
and it's very very remote, and it's
Very
in
remote.
very unforgiving conditions, or it certainly can be.
Can be.
Yeah.
Things could change really
Yeah.
quickly out there.
Well, like you guys said, Scott crashed it like
yeah,
halfway. It was
Scott
like-
did have a fall
yeah.
right at about 27 miles, which at that point you're almost as far out as you're gonna get. And it was. We were all very careful about it. We stopped and counted fingers and toes and made sure that that nothing fell off the bike and that Scott wasn't just being tough. We checked him out pretty good because
He was cut up though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not a route that I would send any inexperienced rider
No.
on.
No.
What was the total mileage of the whole thing?
58 and a half,
Yeah, that's
give or
awesome.
take. Yeah, we kind
4,000 feet elevation. 5.
of about 45.
4,500. Yeah.
I know he's not. He just left, but Fred would be disappointed if we didn't mention his third place.
Oh, yeah. Was that on that ride
Yeah,
Third place.
that he got like a top?
he got a top.
podium.
Oh yeah, he got top 3 above Payson McLevin. If you're listening,
Yeah.
we're gonna come back and take it on Rock Quarry.
Yeah, at the end, because on our way home we were all feeling good and strong,
At like
and
mile 56 or whatever, like just
He
got,
just- he
goes
took
and gets a
after-
top
and,
3.
and
Yeah.
Wow.
Fred wrote a section that on Strava has over 1,500 riders that have ridden this section, and he
Temps.
got a top 3.
Holy shit!
That's
they're-
nuts.
Yeah, that was pretty
What
cool.
bike was he on?
He was on his ASR.
Okay.
Yep.
That would make my year. So it's good he did that early on. Like you just live off that for the rest
Yeah,
of the year.
I think the next day I got 5th on it.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
It's a fun trail.
Is it sandy at all? Or?
You got to get out there. It is
I know.
sandy
I was there when I
at
was a little kid, but I've never.
You're-
been
it
sandy.
is sandy,
You're
but
in washes.
it's fast, and you have very predictable traction.
Mhm.
And so when your tires start to slide, it's not a surprise or it's not scary.
You just kind of ride the slide. It'll grow
Yeah,
back
so
up.
the traction is good, the flow is good,
Mhm.
and the rolling resistance is low so that it's not discouraging. We had plenty of that on
It's
the
not like
Epic.
sand where it's like deep sand.
We
It's
had
like,
plenty of deep sand
Yeah.
on that Epic, and that
Okay.
was
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that turned it into a real psychological challenge, because we're pedaling down this road for like 3 miles.
We did. After the Sauceda Ranger Station, they were paving and grading the road.
They weren't
and
paving it; they were
Sorry,
resurfacing.
paving it. Yeah, they're
so-
resurfacing it. They're grading it, and they just laid fresh gravel. 2 miles, 3 miles of like
Of just
fresh
deep,
gravel,
fresh
about
gravel.
that deep.
Yeah.
And we were in the pain train for just a minute.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
that thing where it was like, okay, is it faster to get off and walk?
Yeah.
Would that use
riding through-
more energy at this
Must be
point?
peanut butter.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I need to make sure I go fast enough not to fall over.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But I'm gonna die if I push that hard. Yeah, that was terrible.
It's funny going from our typical trails we're used to environments like that where you hit washboards. Like, what do I do on a washboard trail? I don't know. There's certain techniques you can do to
Right.
overcome washboard or gravel or sand, and a lot of it is pedal faster and get off the seat.
And that's one where I would say, if you're a biking enthusiast, train and prepare and go do that epic ride. It's worth it. Spend several weeks doing big long rides. Make sure you've got all your gear dialed in. Like, that's the kind of thing where you put on your favorite shorts and your favorite socks,
Uh-huh.
and you get your favorite gloves, and you make
Put
sure.
a brand new tire on the back.
Yeah,
Whatever it is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you wear
Well,
the
there-
glasses that aren't gonna hurt your nose
Yeah.
when you're
So
9
then
hours
we
in.
had that discussion the day before. It was like, do you top off your sealant, or if it's working, do you just leave it? The
You
hell
top off
alone?
your sealant before you go to Big Bend.
before
Yeah.
you do a couple rides on it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
do
Yeah.
it before that ride.
Any
Why-
big
why
trips
wouldn't
like
you,
that,
though?
top it off.
Right before the ride, because you're gonna fuck something up and it's gonna leak. Like, make sure it's working. You got to do a shakedown ride.
Yeah.
shake down
Yeah.
before.
Yep.
But I
that's
top
exactly
off
what we
anytime
did.
before
But
those
like
big
Scott
trips. I
or
top off.
somebody was like fucking with their bike right before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not one where you want to do anything new.
You don't-
You're not
don't-
going to
don't
try a
touch it.
new
Don't
brand of
touch it.
chamois
Yeah.
butter because if you
Mhm.
get a rash out there, you would
Trouble.
just want to just drop dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog just stole one of your logs.
I saw that.
Counterpoint to just ride the Epic. You guys all shut it down at like 9:00 and stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Like I was up all night drinking. So
There you go.
Priorities.
That's right.
So I didn't know that I was going to ride that Epic until that night.
You were going back and forth on
Yeah,
it all
I
night.
was fully
Yeah.
prepared. I had trained, and I knew what I was getting into because I've done several Epics before. And I didn't want to have any excuse not to do it, but I was just playing it by ear because, if the party's really good, then you got to make your choice.
Yeah.
Right.
it's tough.
Because I've gone and ridden Epics before, and while you guys all had these really great parties, and
Dragon Slayer.
but that night,
Yeah.
that night just kind of pooped out.
It was a
you know?
Wednesday night. You'd been
Well,
driving
so
all
many
day.
people did shut it down because they were all riding.
Yeah, and I was looking at the clock, and I was like,
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do the Epic, and so I just started drinking water and went to bed early, and
Yeah.
it was great.
Dang.
We had Victor, Megan, Fred, Jeff, myself,
Steve,
I'm missing one.
uh,
Was it 6 of us?
no, it was 7 of us.
Scott.
Scott, yes. Sorry,
Scott.
Scott.
Sorry, Scott.
And I just got to give a shout out to Victor, man. You're a monster.
You
Yeah,
are
he is a
strong
beast.
as F.
Yep, you're
Can we pour a little out for Steve's van while we're here?
yeah. Oh my gosh.
I think
Yeah.
he's picking it up today. There you
That's
go.
what I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
actually
Steve.
rode with Victor
Sorry.
last night on a TGE, and he was making jokes about how he's just not a good rider.
You know he's only been riding for like 4 or 5 years.
I know, and I
That's
said,
insane.
dude, you're fucking kidding yourself. You're trying to tell me you're not a good rider.
Yeah,
He's like,
well,
he's got some chops.
That's like one of those things where it's like, there'll always be somebody better than you, like no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
Always.
and he's such a good dude, man. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
that guy.
Victor, you're a good dude. I really, really
Thanks for the
enjoyed.
s'mores. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I really enjoyed sharing that Epic with you.
I
You're a-
really, really bonded with him on the social.
Yeah.
He and I did the
That's
whole
right.
the
Oh, yeah,
whole
at
set
the
and
end.
social.
Yeah.
It's the 100K.
Yeah, real good rider. We were all sitting at the top of this hill. It's this hill that's kind of paved with bowling balls, and
Let's go ahead,
kind of
buddy.
going back to that whole theory on the Epic where you don't take unnecessary chances. But it was like, well, I can't walk down that, so I think riding it might be easier. And Victor did it.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got some skills.
That's
man.
immediately after the Los Muchachos.
Yeah,
Speaking of muchachos.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And on the way out there, Steve's van gave a warning light on the dash, and we just ignored it. And
Well, what do you
As you do. I mean, what are you gonna do?
yeah.
I mean, you're already
You're,
out there.
you're in the middle of
Can't-
fucking nowhere. Nobody's got an ODB2 sensor out there. Like,
Oh,
Well,
well, Eric
Eric
does.
did.
Yeah, I know.
As it
but
turned out, it
Yeah.
wasn't just a warning; it was a
it was a
catastrophe.
full-blown red
There's a
alert.
So-
valve misfiring.
Yeah.
So, long
Sucks.
story short, and one Christmas bonus out the window.
Yeah.
Steve's got a brand new motor, and his van is good to go.
Yeah.
Warranty.
Brand new, 0 miles.
Yeah. So, congrats, Steve. Enjoy the next 7 years of that warranty on that motor. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to know all about what you and Steve did after we left.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you guys
right.
left Sunday.
And yeah,
We woke up, which we were slightly late getting to Panther Junction headquarters. Panther Junction's where you can go and get reservations.
this is
for
the same
camp-
morning that we hit the road.
Yeah, you guys hit the road. This is
okay.
Sunday. Sunday morning, we left maybe at 7:30. We got to Panther Junction Ranger Station around 8:30, and the people in front of us reserved the camp spot that we wanted.
Oh darn.
So we kind of played an audible right then, and we said, all right, we're going to do a different camp spot. We picked one.
Oh,
on-
because the campsites out there are so.
so spread out, so
Yeah.
out there. And most of the major campgrounds you can reserve online, but the off-road and all the campsites off the main road, you have to be in person to reserve.
Gosh, that must have broke your heart.
It did, but at the same time, it worked out okay because we ended up reserving. We're out there to do an abbreviated version of the River Road Rambler, which is not an epic, but it's on IMDb.
I'm
IMBA.
IMDb's the movies.
Yeah, IMB. It's on IMBA's website.
Dog just stole the last launch.
Nice.
Maggie. That's so funny.
To be fair, that was her log first. Anyway, go ahead.
So we're out there doing an
the
abbreviated
River
version
Road
of River
Rambler.
Road Rambler, which is an IMBA route. It's not an epic, but it's a route out there. The full route is a lollipop route, and it takes the entire river road, and you hit the 3 major campgrounds in the national park. We did the lollipop version only. We got a camp spot on Old Ore Road,
Yes.
and
Oh, which one?
we wanted the spring one. I can't remember all the names of them right now, but we ended up getting one slightly before the spring, which was a mistake because we thought, it's 9 o'clock in the morning now. On our past experiences of bike packing, we would make 20, 25-mile days tops.
Yeah.
Boy, that sounds nice.
Yeah. And we thought, what's halfway through the day? We'll get a camp spot 20 miles in. So we get that camp spot. We drive to Rio Grande Village, park our cars there, and we start this route going up Old Ore Road. Within 10, 15 minutes, we ran across the Texas creator. Have you heard of Texas?
No.
His name's Charlie Gundy.
That's the trail that goes like all the way.
Yeah, from Lake
Oh.
Charles to El Paso.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
was such a cool
Yes.
experience to come across him.
Oh, wow.
He's walking it, and they started it in
Oh,
Lake
neat.
Charles,
Wow.
900 miles before we were there, and they're walking it. 3 of them were walking it.
Shit.
So he'd been doing it for a couple days.
Yeah,
Weeks,
like-
months. Yeah, right?
No, it's like 3 hours actually.
He walks 450 miles a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we come across him, and at first I see the 2 people in front of him, and then I see Charlie at the back, and I had no idea he was there, no clue who it was, and I think to myself, look at this guy. I'm out here covered up every single bit of skin I have on my body,
Of course.
and I see this guy. He's got a backpack on with shorts and no shirt on, just walking through the desert. And I thought from a far distance, look at that badass. That guy's cool. That guy's got a cool show. And I rolled past him. This is within 5 miles off of Old Ore. And I slam on the brakes. I'm like, Texas? I didn't know his name at the time. He said,
Didn't you and I talk about doing a
We've-
part of the Texas?
Yeah, we've talked about that
Yeah.
trail. At
Okay.
least.
So what does it do?
Yeah.
It goes all the way from like Beaumont to El
Beaumont
Paso.
to El Paso.
Yeah.
Right.
And they had started walking it. He rode it years ago. This year he's walking it. And if you update today, he's somewhere on the other side of Marfa, I believe, now.
Okay.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's
been
pretty
a
cool.
week.
It's so cool. So we're on Old Ore, and our campground's 15 miles up the road. And within 2.5, 3 hours, we're at our campground. And it's
Oh,
like 2
wow.
p.m.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, like, we're not going to camp here. We need wall. Yeah. So we kept going. And Steve, bless his heart, hated me because at sundown I said, Steve, we got to pull over. We got to find a camp spot. And at that point, we're on the main road into the national park. And I
Yeah.
found this big mountain boulder.
Like
and
the paved road?
the
Or?
paved
Yeah,
road.
Okay.
And
yeah.
he was not comfortable with us pulling off behind the main road and camping backcountry style. But we were not seen at all. You could not see us from the main road at all.
Yeah.
But we were tucked in there. He didn't sleep good. I didn't sleep great. But nonetheless, we woke up about 4 a.m., got back on the bikes, and
That's epic, dude.
finished that route.
Were
Finished the
you- were
route
you,
by 3 p.m. We were back to the cars.
Dang.
That's crazy.
How many miles did you do that day?
98?
That day, there was 98 miles total. That day, I think we did about 60.
Good
On the
conditions.
second day. Great conditions. You're on the road. In total of the 98 miles, 20 miles was road. All the
Yeah.
rest
Oh.
is off-road trails.
Well, we've driven Old Ore.
Old Ore, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like a really fun trail to go fast in a Jeep. When I say fast, like Baja style. Wow, wow, wow.
I did it with Robert in his truck. We weren't going fast.
No.
So
Yeah.
that night that y'all slept, did you bust out a tent or were you just
We we busted out tents behind that little rock
Yeah.
quarry,
Wait,
the little rock
were
nook
you
there.
in his van or your van?
No.
Oh, it was his van.
They were on bikes.
Nope, we were on bikes.
Oh.
We busted out, we were
Yeah,
bike
they
packing.
left
There
the
was
van.
this
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did a
Gotcha.
loop back to the bikes.
What'd you eat?
What do we ate dehydrated food. We ate tamales.
Does it matter?
Yeah,
good.
tamales. Nice.
Tamales, dehydrated food,
The walking
candy.
tamales.
Yeah, the walking
Yeah.
tamales.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
Tamales.
did you fire a stove?
I did because I had the dehydrated meal and I got to soak it with hot water.
Yeah.
And I'm a snob for coffee in the morning, so I got to make coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and thanks again for the coffee during the epic.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
totally.
couldn't believe that you brewed coffee, and man,
Yeah.
it was
Camping
the best
tents.
coffee I've had in my life.
You gotta have coffee.
You gotta have coffee.
You gotta have coffee.
How else are you gonna take a shit in the morning without coffee?
I don't
I
want to
don't
know.
I don't know. I never want to experience life without coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope to never have a day like that.
Yeah. Funny enough, we ran across. So this whole loop does the Old Ore main
Yeah.
road down to Panther Junction.
So how do you get back down, like south?
We come back down the main road for maybe like 2 miles outside of Panther Junction, and then
Yeah.
you hop over to the big spring. There's a spring, Glen Spring.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's Glen Spring, and then a gnarly trail which was called Black Gap.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a Jeep trail.
Tremendous street trail.
Yeah, you
I
can
imagine
get,
that's
you can get some Jeep points or whatever for.
really,
for
I imagine
riding
that
on.
would be a one of those
Yeah.
bucket list kind of Jeep trails. It was very hard to traverse that 10 miles of Black Gap.
Wow.
And then River Road, and on River Road we run across
Oh, so yeah, you
Charlie
do river
Gundy.
Back to okay.
Yeah,
Again?
we came across them again because they did Old Ore down. They're kind of doing kind of a reverse
Oh,
direction. of us.
reverse back direction.
Yeah. I want to go do it again, and I think it'd be a great challenge for somebody to do it in a single day.
Yeah.
90 something.
Oh, boy.
98 miles, 4,000 feet elevation, but it's all double truck road. All
Yeah.
double truck.
Okay.
Do you know of there's a big loop that's like multi-day, like 3-4 days or whatever out there?
Oh, that's what I'm
National
going to do in April. Middle of April, we're going out to do. It's called the BDRX.
BDR maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big dumb ride.
Yeah. No, we're going out. We're going back out to Big Bend exactly a month from now. In fact, today I was on the phone with campgrounds.
This
Some
is a
of
Jeep
these-
trip.
This is a adventure motorcycle trip. It's a 600-mile loop. We're starting in Alpine, Texas,
Wow.
and going all down through the national park and then all up and around.
Maggie,
She's okay.
she's looking at. She's eyeing the GoPro.
It'd be awesome footage. Dude.
Like right up her
It'll be good.
nose.
So yeah, we're doing. We've got adventure bikes, and we're going like 125 miles a day. And,
Adventure bikes. What bike? You
Um,
renting them?
Like a dual sport or something, or
no, so I am gonna be with like 3 other overlanders,
Oh, cool.
and we're
okay.
meeting at each checkpoint each day.
Oh, sick. Cool.
And one of the guys is pulling a trailer, and he's gonna have all the support gear for the bikes,
Yeah.
and he's also got all the food and everything.
the chuck
so,
wagon, yeah.
The
That
chuck
sounds
wagon.
fantastic.
Yeah, so really looking forward to it. Should be a pretty fun deal.
That'd be
How'd you connect to that?
One of my old motorcycle buddies called and was just like, "Hey, you want to join us for this thing?"
So you're kind of the sag wagon, right? In a way.
No,
Or
I
no?
have no responsibilities.
No
I
res-
really
okay,
lucked
good.
out. Yeah, I got no chores on this trip. All I have to do is just show up at these checkpoints each night and
Set up camp.
party on. No, I
Yeah.
don't have to do anything. Just
Just
join
be there.
the fun.
Like you're
yeah.
gonna be 125 miles every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over
Are you bringing
4 or
like
5
the
days.
griddle and shit, or
Yeah, I'm gonna take my full overland rig, and so each night I'll set up, full camp and cook real food and do all
Nice.
that kind of
Yeah.
stuff and all
That's
the
awesome.
and
Just
yeah.
yourself.
yeah, not taking the kids, because I gotta, they would have to miss some school.
That's a
and stuff.
phenomenal solo trip. Then you're gonna be by yourself.
Well, I'll be with some other overlanders, and then each night we'll be with the whole crew. We'll kind of convene.
How many motorcyclists will come through? You think?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because just today we were talking about booking campsites, and we were trying to figure out how many sites to reserve, and so not sure how many people are going, but it looks
Tens, hundreds.
like somewhere between 8 and 12, if
Oh,
I had
cool.
to guess
Okay,
at
yeah.
this point.
So
Nice.
I was asking because when we drove Old Ore, we were having lunch at one of those campsites. I don't remember which one.
Mhm.
Telephone something Canyon or something. Anyway, some dudes were stashing food in one of the bear boxes because they were doing this multi-day bike ride. They
Wow.
were going to be coming back through there like a bit later that week.
Days later.
Yeah, but there was like a multi-day, and they were having to stash food along the way, type of thing. And I don't know what that loop was. BDR sounds familiar, but that'd be way too far.
I
Yeah.
bet you it's the River Rambler. I bet you
Might be.
because that's the whole River Rambler is 168 miles.
Okay.
But you have to do the River Road. The lollipop stick is River Road out and back,
Ooh,
which is sand.
it's a long. Yeah,
Oh,
and that's
boy.
yeah.
This is just sand, River Road. You're down along the Rio Grande
That's what the motorcycle guys like to do that.
there.
Yeah.
Through there, it's
Yeah,
fun.
we were kind of going over maps and stuff, and looking at where private properties are, and trying to figure out where we're gonna go.
That sounds like fun.
I wonder how much of
I
it.
can't believe you're going back to Big Bend that fast.
Yeah, I'm skipping the Easter Jeep Safari for this one. The 60th annual
Where would that be?
Moab
Oh, Easter.
Easter.
You said Easter, the holiday. My brain heard like East, like East.
Ah.
And then you said Moab, and I was like, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
not
sense.
Eastern.
Yeah.
The whole time we were on Old Ore, I'm sitting there riding my bike, thinking, from the concrete blacktop to the other side. I'm sitting there thinking, I could get across this in the van. I could get through this in the van. Steve's with me. He's like, yeah, we could do this in the van. And then we get to one section, and it's just like,
There's
like
a couple,
that.
There's
and
a
there's
couple
rocks.
things,
People have
yeah.
moved rocks to try to get through it. I'm like, oh.
You can get through a lot of it, but there's a few spots you wouldn't make it.
And it's a $5,000 tow bill
Right.
if
Out
you
of
get
there.
stuck.
Yeah. it
Rob's truck
Middle
made
of
it through, but I doubt my car would make it through.
is- Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen it
I
do
don't
some
know. We've sent it through some shit.
stuff.
It's still a Honda Pilot, but yeah, we got through. Yeah, and Eric's truck. We were with Eric,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well, it sounds like you and Steve had a pretty good one.
We had a great one. Far
Yeah.
more pleasant and far faster than we were expecting 2 nights.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we really enjoyed it so much. That we're like, all right, we're gonna come back and do this in one day, or we're gonna add on to it, or do it just like we did, but get the correct camp spot and
Let's take it more leisurely.
That's right. When
More
Steve
leisurely,
Steve
stop,
sent out
right.
that call looking to see if anybody could pick him up in Fort Stockton, and you were already, you were on your way
junction.
home.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought that seems a day early, and I
Mhm.
guess it was.
Yeah, it
Cool.
was. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad y'all had fun.
Yeah, that's
Tons of
awesome.
fun. I want to go do it again.
Very good, man.
Cheers.
Congrats,
Ding, ding.
We will. Ding ding.
You're the man.
There you go.
You awake?
That's my audio cue.
All right, last couple things. First one, Nika. You two are Nika coaches.
Yeah, we'll do a little race recap. We just got back from College Station at the Milliken Reserve. Our first race.
It's
I
sand
like the sound
and
effects. That
gravel.
was the best
and-
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just feel like
farted.
there's so many great destinations in Texas to race. Let's go race the good ones.
Milliken's in College Station.
College Station.
Uh-huh.
College Station. It's a
Is it just
We got on the news though.
Really?
what's
yeah.
wrong with them?
The local news was just stoked. It was a great event.
It was a great event.
The weather was really good. Participation was really, really good. The event went off perfectly. All the timing was good. It was managed well. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nika.
So much support goes into it.
Yeah, that was a great one. A great way to start the season. The kids were all so ready because our last 2 events have gotten canceled, and it went off really well. Yes, the trail is rough. It's a 5-mile loop. It starts with a long, sustained climb through sand.
Through
And-
sand and grass, but all the grass has potholes in it. These potholes are 6 inches deep. Every 10, 15 feet, you're hitting a little like.
Yeah,
Wow.
rough, uncomfortable,
How long
sandy
is the
trail.
loop?
They were filling them with
5 miles.
sand.
5 miles.
They were filling these
Oh.
little potholes with sand.
Yeah.
How did the potholes form?
Form? I have no idea. I asked that question.
Yeah, we couldn't figure it out.
Weird.
The trail,
Rain.
it's a good trail. You do this long sustained climb up into the woods, and then you got this, 4 miles of spaghetti, and that's all off camber, loose gravel turns and stuff. So it's very technical. You got to maintain as much speed and momentum as you can without falling on your face. And then you finish the whole thing with another long, sandy, sustained climb.
Yep.
And so we were sitting there at the finish line watching the kids come out of the woods just
Just
at their
huffing.
wits' end. Yeah. But it all went really good, and really proud of the kids. Really proud of the Bulldogs. I think we got the most points this weekend out of any of the teams that were there.
Awesome.
So we're off to a great start this season. It was really good.
Oh.
My boy's really disappointed. He trained his ass off and then had a really poor result, and we can't figure out why. It's just one of those things where you just got like, hey, that's racing, that's gambling. If
I
it was a
think
guarantee, it wouldn't be any fun.
That's-
you know?
a
That's
big
the
part of
spirit.
it is the terrain. He's used to this kind of trail where it's rocky, it's fast, it's flowy.
Yeah.
It's not flat, sandy gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did everything right and still got, which I'm super proud. 12th out of 55 kids, I think is very
Phenomenal.
respectable.
Heck
But-
Yeah, you're in the
but
top
he-
20%.
Yeah, he had his sights set on a podium, so he was very disappointed. And thank goodness it's motivated him. He's practicing hard, and he's staying in it, and
Awesome.
that's the game we play. That's
There
the
you go.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
Next race next weekend is out at Reveille Peak.
Where does it go? And like what
What terrain? What
What
course?
yeah, what segments do you know?
I'm not familiar enough with Reveille Peak to know. I know the race course, but I haven't ridden out there any other times.
Oh,
So
okay.
In the last 2 years, they've created a was it the Rattler they host out there? The Rattler is a whole new course that
100K,
goes along the
yeah.
back side of the ranch.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
I wonder if we'll touch any of that.
it's a
I
big
haven't
race.
done
That course is
Yeah.
going to
No.
be for our South Austin crew, I feel like.
yeah. I think the Bulldogs will do very well
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's the
Mhm.
same kind of stuff that we ride all the time.
There's elevation.
and
Yeah.
our kids are tough.
Yeah.
We've got some weather rolling in right now. In fact, tonight I expect.
You mean
it'll
like right
probably-
this second?
Yeah, like right this second.
I feel it.
Thunderclap.
So fortunately, it drains well there. I really don't expect that event to be affected. by
It does
this weather.
generally drain well, but there's also places where it's completely fucked when it's wet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah.
Beverly
Hopefully it
Peak
goes
Ranch
well.
is one of my favorite places to camp at too.
Mm.
There's a lot of really there's some highlights out there. Some really cool.
We never do a camp out like a destination there though.
Do you know why?
Yeah,
Because it's
it's
expensive.
expensive.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
It is like $35 per
For
person
nothing.
per night
yeah.
to camp there.
No, it's
Yeah.
For
crazy.
like
Unless
no-
you're part of an event.
With
yeah.
nothing, no
Yeah.
no
No
hookups
hookups
or
or
nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is if you're with a family, it's like $150 a night to
Oh
camp
my
there.
Yeah,
gosh.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Nope.
So-
Sucks because the riding out there is amazing.
The riding
It
is
is good,
amazing.
yeah.
I think it's one of the best places to ride in Central Texas.
Yeah,
Unless
so that'll
it's
be
108 degrees and Greg gets lost. And
And
takes
you
you past
bonk.
the same spot like 3 times and buzzards are circling and you're like, F this, I'm out.
And you're looking up, why are these birds flying around?
Greg's like, we've been here before. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
It's so easy to get lost, though. It's so hard to navigate that place.
Well, our event will be roped off well.
Yeah,
That won't be an
yeah.
issue. But that's
Have you
It's
raced
cool
out there
riding,
before?
yeah. We raced out there last year and had a great time.
What
It's good.
what kind of mileage loop are we talking? Is it same kind of 5?
Yeah, 5 or 6 miles. Yeah, with the kids, they try to keep it like a. Technically, it's something that you could ride in a seated position. And I think that's kind of their threshold.
And
for
no
how difficult it
airtime
could
at
be.
all.
Yeah, no airtime.
No, it's
no
like-
airtime.
It's forbidden.
never have
Completely
Yeah.
forbidden. Yeah.
So it'll be a moderately technical course by NICA standards, but
Do
it's
they-
still easy.
Do they
Yeah.
block off all the jumps?
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot go.
Yeah. Anytime that there's any features or jumps, they'll rope them off.
What about the whole jump line that's downhill and the drop?
It's funny watching 800 kids sit there and drool at the jump line and not be allowed to hit it. Yeah.
Oh,
So no access to that.
yeah.
But that's
800?
yeah,
Seriously?
Yeah, you're talking
No
the 6th
shit.
grade class,
Eight-
55.
yeah. 600 or 800 kids plus all the
Adults.
all the family and coaching and staff and everything.
Oh,
There's
okay.
3,000 people out there.
Dang.
Yeah,
had
these
no
are
idea.
fantastic events. They're
Yeah, that's
they're great.
amazing.
It's phenomenal. That was my first one to ever go to, and I had so much fun
Yeah.
camping, getting the kids warmed up, being on the board in terms of the warm up assignments. Which
Yeah.
it wasn't until like halfway through the morning I looked over the board, I was like, oh wait, my name's on there. I have to warm up the 6th graders and 5th
Yeah,
graders.
Our team has a very regimented sort of
Yeah,
schedule for
yeah.
the day, and
I will say there was a couple situations. One, they couldn't find Harrison, my oldest,
yeah,
on the starting line, but he was there, which is so confusing.
I know he just appeared. I was frantically searching for him, and all of a sudden there he was. It's like, all right, so we got we got him lined up, and forgot 2 other kids.
Really?
Yeah.
And then whenever it was my assignment to warm up the 6th graders and the 5th graders, we got them all warmed up, and I was like, all right, whatever it was, 2:10 p.m. They need to be over there staging. We were over there at like 2:10 on the dot, and when we showed up, they're like, Coach Ty was there. He's like, where are they at? I'm like,
Tyrone.
we're like Tyra. We're right on time, but they wanted us there. I learned a lesson. They wanted us there like a couple minutes earlier.
I know, and it's such a delicate balance. You've got to be there for your call time, but you can't show up super early because you need the kids warming up.
Warm up, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't show up late because then everybody's frantically looking for you.
Yeah, so race day can get a little bit hectic.
Yeah.
We are right in the middle of the season. It's fun now because like practices throughout the week are very quiet. Everybody just shows up and rides hard.
Really?
Everybody
Yeah.
is right in the middle of the season, and this is my favorite time of the year.
They're
Middle
kinda
of the
dialed
season,
in.
but you've had what two
cancellations
canceled already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would be lining up for our 4th event this
Right.
year out of
You've only
9
had 1 out
total.
of 4 so far?
Yeah.
One
So-
out of
Or one out of
three
three.
so far.
Yeah, so we'll
Technically,
we'll
yeah.
Or it's
reschedule one and we're flushing the other. So
Okay.
we'll have 8 events total this
They'll
season.
flush one of them.
It's gone.
It's
the Houston one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When the
Sugarland.
reschedule, I heard that they
Is it
might bring
Sugarland?
North down.
They will.
They will.
We've done
so it's gonna be
combined
a huge event.
Yeah, and we've done combined events before, and they are massive. It's pretty incredible.
Wow,
That's cool.
Ah,
very
Yeah,
cool.
a lot of mountain biking happening in Central Texas.
Heck
We love
yeah.
it.
It's a crazy amount. Yeah.
Yep.
Ding.
Ding.
Do you see that comment button
Yeah.
below your
Yeah.
screen right now?
There's comments below.
Yeah.
like, comment,
We need your
subscribe.
comments
Like,
so we
comment,
know what to talk about next.
Yeah, Paul, we know that you made it this far. I doubt anybody else has. But if you did make it this far, leave a comment and
Yeah.
give us something else to talk about the next
Yeah,
episode.
give
We
us-
should put this at the front of the video.
We will.
Oh yeah.
And we'll loop it back around so it'll loop right back perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, you could cut. You could edit this back. Cut. You could edit this back. Cut. You could edit this back to the.
Oh yeah.
We will.
He's
I'll
a
do the
master.
walk in again.
He's a master editor.
I'm getting fun with it.
And we could
Nice.
even
Yeah.
reverse the walkout. We could be walking backwards.
And staying consistent with the theme of old dudes,
Yeah.
we do all this like a bunch of old boomers, and it's
Sitting around complaining about
pretty
shit.
shitty.
Oh,
Are
and
you
if
a
you're still
millennial?
listening, come join us next time. Tell us you want to come, and you
Greg's
can be
the
in one
only
of these
boomer
chairs.
here.
I'm not a boomer.
Shut up.
No,
You're 60.
I'm not 60.
You're almost 60.
I'm almost 60.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
boomers I think are 60, like 64 or something.
Thanks for joining us by the fire.
No, wait. Start over because I'm cutting all that out. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about millennials.
Yeah.
Go again.
Millennials.
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 And we-